Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I am Korra. I'm self-employed. I run a network of niche content websites, aka I get to create for a living. I absolutely love my job. I love sharing about it on here too. If you go check out past vlogs, you'll see tons of behind the scenes, and I've had some recent conversations with you guys about how AI has been impacting things in the online like website blog, but it's like content websites, not necessarily blogs, that tend to be people who do it for a full-time living, and how it's impacted us and changes that I'm making. A big change is obviously going to a lot more video content. I digress. That is all in previous vlogs and in future vlogs, so make sure to subscribe. But today we are headed to Asheville, North Carolina, so this is going to be a travel vlog. We, being my husband and I, our sweet dog Stella is at my family's place right now. My mom FaceTimed me this morning and showed me the chaos that Stella was already causing. They love her. This intro is going to be way too long if we don't get started talking about Asheville. Okay, so Asheville. We are so excited. I cannot wait to go. So personally, I am the most excited to go to Biltmore because the gardens. If there is one thing about me, it's that I'm going to find the prettiest gardens in an area. I'm going to appreciate the plants, and then also like the actual building. I am drawing a blank. We went to is it the Medici? Go ahead and fact check me. House in Florence, Italy, and it was so cool. And it was a similar story of basically just a really wealthy family who built a really gorgeous home, and it is now a museum. We loved that. So like I'm excited for the house part too. Like we didn't just get grounds tickets. And also apparently comes with complimentary wine tasting on any of the tickets, and that's amazing. So we're going to do that on the Saturday. It is Thursday currently, Thursday night. It is 4:58, so Matt's gonna be off at any minute now, hopefully. And then we'll basically head out the door. I'm almost completely packed, other than I put my laptop, camera, and chargers into my bag. Other than that, I'm packed. I'm not sure he's 100% packed though, so we might have a minute to chat. And then tonight we're gonna grab dinner. Once we get there, we need to eat, probably to snack before we go though, because it's a 2-hour drive. I'm not driving, but you know, I might get hungry, passenger princessing. Tomorrow morning, we're going to probably venture for a little breakfast before Matt has to work. He's gonna do a half day in the morning, and I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping during that time. And then specifically, there's a lot of really small, like kitschy little like stores, local businesses, as well as a ton of vintage and antique and thrift style shops that are in downtown Asheville, so I cannot wait to explore those too. I'm gonna minimize how much time Matt has to do that with me, so I'm gonna do that in the morning, and then he's gonna meet me, or I'll meet, whatever, and we'll do more of that in the evening. And we might try to go to the pinball museum as well, because he and I both heard that's fun, so we'll see if that happens. And then the main thing is going to be trying breweries, trying restaurants, trying coffee shops, everything like that. We just, that is both of our favorite thing to do, is eat local food and walk around cute areas. That's how I like to spend a trip. And I don't sit still very well, but I also am like not, actually I was totally willing. We were going to originally go hiking on Friday, but not a lot of the trails have reopened, and a lot of the information is not stuff that neither of us are incredibly confident hikers, and it's just safety wise we're not opting to do a hike. And which, by the way, I did a ton of research and talking with people who live in Asheville as to whether or not we should go, given that they are still recovering. And the general consensus is Asheville is a lot more recovered than Boone or Chimney Rock from the horrific damages of Helene. But also the tourist money is needed. And I followed, the advices. Like, we are not staying in an Airbnb. I know that's caused a lot of issues in Asheville, so we were staying at a hotel. But yeah, so I do feel comfortable and confident going. I believe that we are doing the right thing for supporting the communities, but we're not going to take unnecessary risks and be a burden on already limited resources by like needing to get rescued on a hike. Okay, like, that is not happening. So we're gonna go. We're gonna support. I have a couple of restaurant ideas that I want to run past Matt, so I'm hoping he's done soon. There's a Japanese steakhouse. A conversation for a totally different time is I started eating meat again. I was vegetarian for 5 years, but due to medical complications, I am eating meat, not a ton of it. I learned that honestly a lot of my favorite foods are vegetarian, which actually I already knew that because cheese, man. Anyways, that being said, there has been restaurants in the last 5 years that we've traveled that Matt hasn't been able to go to the more adventurous food options because they don't have a vegetarian option. Or they have like one and it's a salad, and he's like, no, like I want you to have good food too. But so I have a few restaurants. There's some barbecue smoke shop. All right, guys, I am going to go prepare a little snack for the road so that we are not hangry when we get there. Let's go to Asheville, North Carolina for a long weekend. To the beer garden that's like right around the corner. They gave us champagne when we checked in. I didn't think this was that kind of hotel chain. And I know that my husband is in the bathroom waiting for me to stop talking to come out, so bye. For the day in the life in Asheville, North Carolina. We're gonna have a fun one.
With like Australian hops is how I read it.
Did you not know the name?
It's called...
Because I don't know it.
Again, I can't remember.
Okay, Matt got a hoppy beer of some sort that we can't remember the name of, and I got Emo Nightmare. And it is a fruity pebble sour, and it is incredible. If you are in Asheville, you have to come and try this.
Which one are you gonna try?
The red on this one is calling me. Are they labeled at all? No, it's just the vibes. Oh, that's nice. Bomb. The scallion cream cheese, incredible.
Hello, my dear. Here is your matcha.
Come bring in matcha. come explore the Biltmore House and Gardens with us. Are you excited, babe?
So excited.
Thank you.
Rhythm to do that.
Thank you so much for your assistance stomping, honey. That was a lot more aesthetic in my mind. What is that? Okay guys, I am gonna be honest with you. I did not get as much content in Asheville as I was really hoping for, but we had such a wonderful time. I was really present in the moment. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, but the primary reason that we were going to Asheville was to celebrate 10 years together. My husband and I started dating officially on May 3rd of 2015, and that was really fun. We spent specifically our anniversary day exploring the Biltmore Estates and Gardens. I definitely also filmed more short form content than I did long form this weekend. So go and check out my shorts, or make sure to follow me on TikTok at Korra if you want to see a little bit more content from Asheville than this vlog. But I'm going to be back, and I promise next time we're going to have a little bit more in-depth tour guides. It was also my first time going to Asheville, so I don't know if I was the best person at giving recommendations yet, because it was my first time. It's my husband's second time. If you have any opportunity to spend time in Western North Carolina, I highly, highly recommend it. It is gorgeous, and this is a wonderful opportunity to support small businesses and the people of Asheville and the surrounding communities. We did not go to Boone or Chimney Rock because they are still very much so in the recovery process. Asheville generally felt quite recovered in the tourist areas, though we did see a lot of trees down and things like on our drive in. But overall, like, if you're wondering, is it okay to go to Asheville at this point? Yes, bring in your tourist money and help support the local communities. Also, a lot of the businesses in Asheville do offer online shopping. So if you're curious about that, some of the boutiques that I showed do have online shopping as well if you're not able to make it to Asheville. But truly, if you ever get an opportunity to go, I highly, highly recommend it. I hope that I'm gonna have some more detailed guides in the future, because we plan to go back relatively soon. We do have some pretty big life things coming up, so I don't know how soon, but you know what? Make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and I hope that you enjoyed this little Asheville, North Carolina vlog, and I also hope that you are having a wonderful day,